from the dead.
Some.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited to go fucking mental on this motherfucking drop. The countdown has just begun. Are you ready? Let's go.
Now we're back from the dead. a breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines, but always know that you'll be safe. I'll be here throughout your days. Come find me and we will play.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what can only be described as Week 7 of Onward League. Presented to you by, oh, that's not boss fight, but ignore that. I'm sorry, Phoenix, you're boss fight now. Oops. Presented to you by the Lonely Viper, yours truly, and Sickness TV. Welcome, Sickness. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. Yeah, I haven't been on a cast in a couple weeks here, so it feels good to be back.
You know what? I wouldn't say anyone's gonna notice. I have a pretty good feeling about it. Okay, and we're in. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And we got Phoenix on offense, round 1 of GloboChem versus Phoenix. Phoenix starting on the southern side. Downstairs, we'll be attacking the north side, and here we go as Phoenix immediately pushing straight up the stairs to get in there. And we're going to find out, see if Phoenix is going to be met on the other end of the alleyway by members of GloboChem with any cheeky fragments, but it doesn't look like it's happening. And whoa, looks like an accidental self-frag by GloboChem. And Phoenix pushing right to the corner. Frags out. Here they come. GloboChem scattering. The frag was insufficiently cooked, not finding any targets. Phoenix immediately falling back and not getting fragged themselves. You still got Sickness?
Another bad grenade. Yep, another bad grenade comes out from Smithy there. So all of these grenades here fruitless. Smithy pre-firing the trash can there in the alleyway. It's a known spot.
Do you want to check out the west side? You know the Marsoc spawn, or the Marsoc usual spawn? And I will. Uh-oh, that wasn't meant to happen. We're good. Oh, flash coming out from GloboChem. Not finding a target. Smithy just chilling back in the corner there, hoping a member of GloboChem gets antsy. Meanwhile, Jizzy Pants watching that northern. Nothing going on there. And it looks like any second now, those guys on the far side, I can't get to them right now, unless you can get to them, Sickness. They're about to engage on the far left there.
Yeah, you got one guy's over here he's on the west end. He took out both Marsoc enemies. They were unable to secure unable to secure that location.
Oh.
They barely gave it a glance.
Auto tags a member of Phoenix. Thunderpilot going for the double tag. Smithy creeping up on the corner. Smithy also going down to Auto. No pre-fire at all from Smithy. Just going to face check and blind check in the corner where a teammate just died. Risky move. The smoke there definitely disadvantageous to Phoenix because it's going to obscure their view, but not GloboChem's view of them. So you would still see. What do you think, Sickness? I think you'd still pretty clearly see an outline there, but it's really disadvantageous to.
Yeah, that's a tough place to throw a smoke grenade. I mean, he knew he was clear back here into the dumpster, and that smoke, all it really would have done for him. I mean, basically just let him know where he was, and he was obviously not comfortable enough to push through, and smartly so, because he would have been cut down immediately coming out.
Meanwhile, in the area affectionately known over here as the Porno Alley, we can see that was it Mixologist managed to tag 2 members of Phoenix trying to push in. I think they had an idea he was there. They wanted to check it, but he was just so cleverly hidden back here in the corner. There's nothing they could do. He was popping out and wrecking them. Meanwhile, I don't think we got much else going on here. It's a solo YOLO push from the last remaining member of Phoenix. Let's take a look, see who it is. It's Malno, creeping up on this corner here, about to potentially meet his maker. Auto, probably not wasting any time watching that corner. Yeah, Auto still glued to that corner. Malno checking his 6. I mean, there's no real risk GloboChem are gonna chase around the back of him right now. It's still very early days. 3 minutes left on the clock. Malno picks the corner and Auto tags him. Auto. Fantastic number of kills. 3 kills on Auto 2 Mixologist. I mean, what do you think, Sickness? Do you think we could send these guys in by themselves to just single-handedly
Well, when you see 2 bodies, 2 of your friendly bodies piled up on a corner, and you decide to peek around that same corner the same way you could have expected them to, I don't know how you would have expected any other result.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I have consensus with you. I also agree. I'm gonna stick camera 1 on the attacker spawn if you wanna look at the objective, and we'll tic tac between the 2 then.
Well, if I were you, I would just use your cameras, use all the cameras for yourself, and then I'll just, like I said, I'll use camera 2 for when I'm specifically about what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Since you're in control of the cams, but I can help you set them up. But 1 and 2 should just be for when I want to snap to you and you want to snap to me.
So this is a what's known as effectively as the double down objective. I'm just following the north side guys right now. But this objective is quite a tough one to attack. It's a challenging one for attackers. So let's see if GloboChem can crack this nut. Let's see if they can bust a nut on this one, guys. Let's see what GloboChem can do to get downstairs, get in there, and sit in tight on the objective. Let's see what Phoenix can do to hold this.
Yeah.
Let's see if they got
over on
shots.
camera 2. You can see that there's that Phoenix is anticipating them to come down here and try to make their way into the L room.
Yeah.
They're gonna put Smithy's gonna get himself. Luckily, got himself back behind the soda machine, which is a very advantageous position to be in. He will see and engage with any enemies that try to round this corner down here at the bottom of the stairs.
And GloboChem tag the kill. They do tag the kill on someone on the far side behind the Coke machine. That's 1 kill to GloboChem already, and it's a good approach from them. They're crawling down the stairs. They're staying low, staying tight. But the real challenge is going to be, can they get past this turnstile area right here?
And this was the meta before shields were. Before players were comfortable with shields and started using shields on this map, crawling down head first was the meta.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it looks like it's making a comeback now because no player likes to be left out of the fight, essentially, with a shield. You know, they're basically defenseless once a team decides to rush them if they're the last man standing.
Absolutely. And just popping over here to take a look at Officer Statham. He's just chilling underneath, just peeking underneath the bench there, looking for a little cheeky kill. Will he find it on Jizzy Pants?
It looks like you haven't changed the scene just yet.
Shit.
Sounds like it's scene.
I knew I forgot something. Sorry, guys. It's so hard to manage all these scenes. I've got 2 views right now. Rocking 2 views. Okay, but thank you for the heads up, dude. Appreciate it. Much appreciado. Much obligado, appreciado. It's only 2 minutes, so it'll be okay.
I thought I was the noob, you know?
Oh yeah. Here I am, such amateur production value. And smoke coming out from Jizzy Pants there. Looks like it's going to be super effective to deny Officer Statham. However, Malno chilling out, ready to pick someone off, and he doesn't quite tag Jizzy Pants. A lot of smoke's coming out here to give GloboChem the opening they want. Jizzy Pants taking fire from Malno. And
Thunder Pilot has made his way inside the L room.
Yep.
Still have 1 player back on the stairs. Jizzy Pants now making his way through the turnstiles, looking to get a better angle now.
And it looks like Jizzy Pants just tagged Officer Statham. Meanwhile, Malno putting pressure on Otto, taking fire himself, and Jizzy Pants gets in the back of the train, tags Otto. 2 members of GloboChem go down to a grenade, but they're both resable, so there's an opportunity here. Gibbs, one of the last remaining survivors downstairs, sitting on the train tracks. And 1 guy on the dark stairwell, so it's still possible to defend this. Not going to be easy for Phoenix.
No, I mean this team now knows that they have several enemies down, and you'll probably hear them discussing what they want to do here if you get within proximity. But essentially, as soon as they make an assessment and realize how many players they have down, they are definitely going to try to push.
Possibly about to get tagged. Mr. Alcredo. And Alcredo wins the trade against Jizzy Pants. An unusual situation with Jizzy Pants being such a good player. Normally doesn't lose trades, and they know where Malcro is. Malcro immediately pulls back into the dark hallway. Clever move from Mal, and brilliant repositioning. Love to see how.
Looks like we have a team kill now. Thunder Pilot just killed one of his Marsoc friends over here by the platform objective here by the Coke machine.
Really?
Totally killed him, tapped him all the way out.
Unlucky. I see what you mean, over by the Coke machine. That was very unlucky for them. So GloboChem possibly fumbling on a critical objective where they gained such a momentous amount of ground. Now there's 2 attackers against 2 defenders pushing into the final phase of this offensive round, or offensive round for GloboChem to take this downstairs objective on the subway. And Gibbs, the sole defender downstairs, with 1 other. And I think they just tagged Mal. They did tag Mal up in the dark hallway. So that leaves 2 attackers now against 1 defender downstairs. And here we go. Norseman, Thunder Pilot, planning their offensive move. How are they going to do this? How are they going to breach in there? What do you think they're going to do, Tick?
Well, firstly, they have one Marsoc player who is revivable.
Yeah.
Apparently cannot reach his radio. Looks like Otto is revivable, can't reach his radio, and neither one of these two players has realized that via their map yet. Which I would expect their situational awareness to be a little more high, but they did lose 3 guys. It was a little chaotic. And
I'm
I
not
think
sure that is the case. I did see them talking to the downed guy, so I suspect they're out of syringes maybe, like they all took damage.
Yeah, that's possible as well.
Alright, here we go. The penetration from GloboChem. Is it real? Will the nut be cracked? Let's find out.
That's actually a much more likely scenario than what I came up with there.
Yeah.
So Gibbs is down here. He's going to be looking back and forth. I'm not sure if he's going to catch the angle on these guys. It doesn't look like he is.
Oh, he does see Norseman.
He sees
He's looking
one.
away. And oh, it's a trade! And the point goes to GloboChem with one remaining team member left. Good defense for Phoenix, not quite enough to hold off GloboChem, and that's the objective. That is the round for Globo. That is 2-0 to GloboChem on Subway. Beautiful round, excellent plays. Really enjoyed that one. Yeah, gotta say, that was a really fun one to watch. I really enjoyed seeing what both teams had to
Hey!
offer. And arf, 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 arf.
I thought I had muted my mic there. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I thought I'd muted myself, but a minor dog was unleashed. So just gonna check the cameras. Camera's still good. Cameras 5 for upstairs, south side. Camera 6 for downstairs, south side. So we're gonna see a Coke machine objective with Phoenix on offense. This objective tends to favor the attackers. Out of all the objectives, it's definitely more favorable to the attackers. So we're gonna see how this plays out. Let's take a quick look-see around. The Coke machine objective, as it's affectionately known for obvious reasons. So yeah, this one tends to favor the attackers because the defenders spawn quite a ways away. The attackers can get to the southern stairwell and possibly get into the L room just as the attackers reach around this point right here. So it'll be interesting to see if Phoenix have any crack shots on their team who can really capitalize on speed and a small window to crack on Globo. If Globo are gonna, it's also interesting to see if Globo are gonna rush straight in, or if they're gonna take their time, smoke, and approach slowly. So I will be curious to see how this plays out. So yeah, likely spawn for Marsoc will be up here. Defenders are gonna spawn over here. So they're gonna probably put 1-2 on the north side and another 3 on this side to hold off any offense through the south and push right here. This will be interesting, guys, ladies and gentlemen, gals and girls. Papa Pistoli in the comment section. Getting a message from Gucci. Overlay still on. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I do know about that. There's a delay, but we did realize we did fix it. LOL, GG, Rufflecopter. We're all over this shit. Don't you sweat it. And here we go, guys. Going in to round 3 of GloboChem versus Phoenix. Let's take a look at the Phoenix spawn, or GloboChem spawn, and here they are.
Alright, so we're looking at Marsoc back here. Marsoc's going to be attacking from the top side here, and it's going to be interesting to see how they decide to split their team up. I'm over on camera too. It's going to be interesting to see how they decide to split the team up. Looks like they're going to send 2 south and 3 north. Which is interesting. Most teams tend to go a little bit heavy on the south side because it does have a little bit more cover coming out.
Absolutely. It's an interesting tactic. I'll be curious to see how this plays out and what GloboChem are going to do to... Here we go. Oh, straight in there. And immediately Globo able to answer that push in there on the south with that Thunder Pilot over at this Sprite machine. And damn, that's painful. That is a painful one for Phoenix. And it looks like Smithy's double. Looks like Smithy does not want to challenge this, does not want to pressure GloboChem for another answer. And meanwhile, if we check out this southern stairwell, we got Gibbs, or northern stairwell. Gibbs pushing in on the turnstile. The smoke is a little too close. What do you think, Sickness? I think the smoke's a little bit too close to be effective here. Not really gonna get the full use down there.
Yeah, the smoke at that location is not really what you're looking for. This coming around this corner is more where you toss a frag into the turnstiles. You want your smokes out here in front of the turnstiles because they're going to exhaust 2 smokes here, and they're not even going to be out of the hallway yet.
this is going to be quite a tough one because the defenders have really good positions, like very, very wide angles with overlapping fields of fire. So it's going to be really tough for. Oh, shots coming out. Gibbs trading fire with Mixologist. Damage them. They've lost off the data. Gibbs goes down to Norseman and he pulls out the left side.
Yeah, Gibbs tried to push through using the opportunity. He thought that player on the right was covered by that smoke.
Oh, a grenade! Taking out
Malfrito
I'm not sure who the other guy was, but that is going to cost the guys a lot. Meanwhile, Norseman and Mix holding this north stairwell, steadfast, unwavering in their determination. And it's not looking good. Smithy coming downstairs, hoping to get a revive on Malfrito. Coming back. Oh, shots coming out. Smithy going straight down. Oh, double tapped. No, not double tapped. Wounded, but not double tapped. I don't think Malfrito does. Oh, shots coming out. And Malfrito goes down. That's it for Phoenix. Unfortunately, we're not able to attack.
Yeah, basically GloboChem, you know, just like any good veteran team, they've got all their spots picked out down there. And Phoenix made a couple wrong guesses and a couple early smoke grenades. Preemptive, basically just saying, hey guys, we're over here. Excuse me, saying, hey guys, we're over here. You know, just go ahead and aim your rifles right here at the smoke. And they didn't have any smokes left when it came time to exit the tunnel. And they basically just walked into a, what do you call that? My terminology is escaping me.
Alrighty. And moving on into round 4. GloboChem on offense with an upstairs markety kind of area. What do you call that area? What do you call that?
Right here? Are you talking about upstairs? Just I don't know. It's basically a bazaar.
Okay.
Topside bazaar. We just always just called it the market. It's the only
and immediately, great frag out from GloboChem. Mal goes straight down, and they get the double tap, instant kill. Excellent, like strategic play, like going out from a top tier team there. No wasting time, and just clockwork, absolute clockwork. Smoke's coming out from GloboChem down the trash alley. No time
and you're seeing Phoenix basically just scrambling here to cover now. Smithy's totally concerned. He's got himself up over the dumpster. He's going to go ahead and use this box right back here, which is a pretty veteran move to see over the top of that. If you're not tall enough, it allows you to see over the top of the dumpster. More shots coming out down the alleyway. Looks like one Marsoc is down now. Thunder Pilot retreating to heal. Gets his smoke ready to go and tosses it down. It's pretty shallow for what they're looking to do, but it'll work.
Yeah. Good suppressive fire. I don't think they have sent one guy down. Sounds like 2 guys. Oh, shots still coming out. Thunder Pilot pushing up the alleyway. Looks like a frag just came out. Oh, a frag came out and fell short of the dumpster. You could have tagged Thunder and Norseman, but it fell too short. And that's going to cost Phoenix a lot. Smithy puts the press fire in the dumpster, not finding targets. Bull's maybe landing a little too high there. And Norseman's got to tag Smithy. He's got it away. They got a frag. Smithy is out of it. And frag's coming out. Here it is. Smithy's probably about to go down. But no, it's a smoke. Sorry, it's not a frag. It's a smoke. A lot of suppressive fire on GloboChem. A lot of pressure on that north alley. Meanwhile, they've got one guy flanking south. Oh, Norseman and Thunder going straight down, leaving just Otto on the flanker alone. Another frag going out just again, falling too short to be effective. Otto putting a lot of pressure on this. Looking for the shot, not finding it on Smithy. Meanwhile, on the north, Otto's going to double back. And then on the north side, we got on the south side, Mixologist creeping up the alleyway. He's got pretty much a clear run there. He's got not much away in the opposition.
It looks like Otto got killed there. Smithy's got 4 down now at that location. He's called out to his team that he has 4 down confirmed. Yeah. So they know the situation.
Rest in peace, GloboChem. It was nice knowing you, but a complete straight run in this one was gonna be unlikely. It is, after all, Subway. It's a challenging map. So let's tune in on the last attacker from GloboChem and see what Mixologist can bring to the party.
As far as balance goes, though, I don't believe there was a north stair objective. So I mean, that's what the best you could hope for.
Yeah.
As Volk on this, you know, as you're playing Volk on this, basically that objective is a bit broken. all agree.
Gibbs pulls an auto and Mixologist hanging around that dark Winston kind of area. Managing to attack nice and clean, and that's a win for Phoenix against GloboChem. Good round.
Yeah, and you know, every round you get against a team of GloboChem's caliber is gonna make you feel good. You know, every time you get a kill out, I think they had 4 men standing there at the end of that, so that's gotta feel good.
Agreed. It's something to be proud of to take a point on GloboChem. It is nothing to balk at. Globo currently top of the ladder right now. Really powerful, strong team. Excellent bunch of players. So it looks like we're going to have our first, as it's effectively known, bullshit objective of the day on Subway. So I'll be curious to see how Phoenix attack this and how GloboChem defend it. What we would probably like to see, I imagine, Sickness, we'd like to see probably a 4-man push down the north stairwell with a 1-man push on the south stairwell. So it'll be interesting to see. But let's see how GloboChem defend this. Why don't you keep an eye on Phoenix? I'll keep an eye on Globo. Let's see how Globo actually managed to try and hold the stairwell. They're currently in the prep phase. They're feeling lucky. They're feeling good. They want to win this. They want to hold the bullshit objectives. Let's see what happens. This could be a cap opportunity for Phoenix to ease the score. So it's a pretty critical moment in the game. This could go either way right now. This is a swing opportunity. So let's take a look.
All right, you see the Volk players coming out here. We're going to see how many they decide to send north and how many they decide to send south. The player on Marsoc can get south and wreak havoc on a northern defense here. Looks like they have 4 guys right now going north. They're going to use a smoke grenade right here at the tunnel to prevent the southern player from getting the shots.
Interesting decision that they're smoking so hard. Out comes suppressive fire from the corner. And Malno rushing down goes down to a frag. It looks like they're going for the res. No, are they going for the res? They got the res. Smithy goes down, another frag coming out, 3 men down. Really sloppy plays coming out from Phoenix on this one. Really sloppy plays, but like, again, the challenge and objective is to try and frag the enemy team before they can be effective. So many smokes coming out right now. A member of GloboChem going down. Mixologist immediately into position. No frags coming out from Phoenix to really capitalize on this. And that's it. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not... I think Mal is the last one left. It's a really close one. Is he going to try and res Smithy?
Malcriano's going to look to revive Smithy here, and the 2 of them are going to try to do something together.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight one. I mean, Mixie sprays around the corner, and Smithy's dead. That's it. I think Mal got res, though. Mal did get res. Meanwhile, Smithy gets tagged by suppressive fire. Mal staying low, going for the cap. Mal sneaking in there. He's going for it, ladies and gents. He's going for the cap. Will he be successful? Oh my god, this is the moment GloboChem could get capped on Subway. Is it going to be it? Otto hasn't seen him, guys. This could be a case. It's a cap for Phoenix. It's an equalizer. Unbelievable moment.
That is
Otto.
Insane.
Oh my god, incredible. Just the amount of revives and stuff coming out there. The lack of kills from Phoenix. Yet they still crawled in there and got the cap. Unbelievable. And
Fantastic.
Oh my god, such a moron because I had the overlay up the entire time. Fuck. I hope you, I do hope you are streaming or capture this. Oh god, I'm so...
I am not.
Oh,
I am not,
no.
because you are in control, my
no!
friend.
What have I done? I can't manage these cameras. I'm such a rookie.
I guess I should have managed the cameras.
Oh my god.
And the stream.
Damn it. Like, oh, I had the overlay up and it was so good and the commentary was so good and oh no. Oh, everybody 6 minutes ago in the past, I apologize. I'm a blunder pilot. I'm a total blunder pilot. Okay. I like having that overlay in between and oh my god, I think Twitch is gonna go nuts when they see this 6 minutes ago. 6 minutes, like, oh no. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so, Phoenix on defense with a double down jack. This looks good for Phoenix. Sickness, this looks really good for Phoenix. They can hold this. There's a big potential for them to hold this and turn around and take the point from GloboChem. Unbelievable upset. Oh, it's a round reset. Phoenix have abandoned the mission. Oh, God.
I didn't get down there fast enough to get the comms to find out just what had happened, but I'm sure we'll get here in the lobby.
I need you to protect me from everybody in Twitch and probably GloboChem and Phoenix because they're going to kill me for having the overlay up that entire round. They're going
Yeah, that was a fantastic round to not have up, and GloboChem's going to want to have seen that, and I had such a great view of it, buddy. I can't...
I should have had you backup streaming. I could have edited the video together later. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Ah, Jesus.
Well, welcome to the internet.
Yeah. Look, I'm a rookie. This is what, my 3rd cast. I'm getting there. I'm doing my best to manage all these overlays. I'm not used to that. I mean, even when I stream on VR, I don't really use a whole lot of transitions or anything, so this is new to me. But please forgive me, Twitch. I beg you, forgiveness, please. But I'm super excited to see this. GloboChem has the potential to lose this.
Is this the and this could be? I mean, this could be devastating.
Yeah.
Points-wise for a team like GloboChem if they give up too many points, even if they can take it. You know, if they can still take, if they say they lose this and you know they can still take 2 games.
Yeah.
Even that could potentially lower the MMR gains they could get off of this, and in the global standings, they really need all they can get.
Absolutely. I mean, it's critical.
They're
Like
number 2, but
well, Globo are number 1.
are they? Oh, that's right. The beginners received a penalty. My apologies.
Yeah, Globo are currently
And
number
so
1.
basically, they hold a comfortable number 1 now. It seems like.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it tends to fluctuate between beginners and globals who holds the top spot. I want to see more beginner global matches, in my opinion. That's what I think we all need to see. But yeah, currently they hold the top spot. I mean, I think they did before. I'm not sure. I think
They did.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
even regardless, the way it's shaken out up until now, they would still be ahead even if you added 25 points to the beginners MMR.
Right. Okay. Well, in any event, they are top spot. I mean, look, they have world championships under their belts. They're top of the US
We're gonna
every
need.
season.
Are we gonna need to join a new lobby? No, we're okay.
Cool.
Sorry, I just checked the lobby to make sure it was too quiet for too long.
I gotta say that Hail Mary cap on Subway was so freaking good. And
He just crawled through the bodies. I mean, there were so many bodies there. He went prone and he just proned his way up there, and a couple basically double tap shots coming out from the guy that was down there on his level, back by the soda machine, or around the corner there rather.
Yeah.
He came out and fired a few double tap shots to confirm 1 or 2 of his friends, and basically got too comfortable with how clear it was there, and the player was able to sneak in and just cap right underneath their nose.
Okay, here we go into the 7th and final round of GloboChem versus Phoenix. And I gotta say, folks, I am pretty darn excited. Again, just to do a quick recap, Phoenix caught an amazing cap on the Northern Turnstiles objective in the last round. They are now defending with 3-3 as the current score against GloboChem on offense, and there is a chance that Phoenix could hold the day, stand fast, and take GloboChem on Subway. So let's check it out.
They did get the most defensible position, and it's not just that it's down on the 2nd tier of the subway that makes this so defensible. It's how close you spawn to the stairwells up here.
Yeah.
That gives you the advantage, because you can move up and get to these stairwells before Marsoc can.
This is going to be really interesting. Malno holding a tight angle on the southern turnstiles, looking for GloboChem as they come down the stairs, as they descend prone like majestic wormy little angels. And oh, they are cautious. They're like, nope, we're reversing. Let's chill for a minute. Let's talk. Let's have a spa day. Let's do each other's nails, pedicure, manicure. Let's really get to grips with who we are as people. Let's philosophize a little bit, and then let's descend and cause some mayhem as we move into the southern turnstiles to see Malno take on 3 members of GloboChem, the former world champions, the current US top dog. Let's see how it plays out. Meanwhile, Norseman mixologist descending the northern stairwell. They're going to come up against 2 people, Gibbs and Leroy, in similar spots to them last time. Using Thunder. Frags coming out. I think that was from Malno. They're just chilling there at the top. They're not in any rush to go down. They know what's on the line here. The game is at stake. This is tight and down to the wire, guys. This is as intense as it gets. You know, it doesn't get much better than this. Please forgive me for last round. Just thought I'd drop that in there. Please forgive me. Sickness, anything you want to draw attention to right now?
Well, I was just checking back over into the chat to see if you're burning at the stake just yet, but it doesn't look like it.
Give it time.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're coming down slow. They're deciding not to use shields. They're staying back outside of earshot, and they're listening for any movements. You can hear the team discussing,
Auto is about to go head-to-head with Malno. Auto sees Malno. Shots coming out. Flashbang. Immediately, GloboChem dropping back, assessing the situation, taking stock. And it looks like Malno's dropped back to Drop back to the train car there, but he's taking his time. And on the northern stairwell, meanwhile, Mixologist and Norseman crossing now. Could be about to come under fire from Gibbs, depending on the angle. If only we could have 2 cameras at once, because honestly I want to split this, but Gibbs has an angle. And he tags Mixologist! Meanwhile, southern stairwell. Southern stairwell. The smoke's coming in. The GloboChem trademark smoke penetration tactic. They're gonna get you lit. They're gonna get you buzzing. And then they're gonna come in hard. Can Phoenix hold them off to topple the top dog of the US? Thunderpods stacking up with Jizzy Pants on the corner. Out come the hand signals. And no, rejection. He does not want to kiss. But Jizzy making a run for across the southern turnstiles. Smithy sitting on the corner of the L room. Fry's going in. Thunderpants rushing in. And oh, Smithy tags him with the SKS at close range. Meanwhile, Jizzy looking for a kill. Tags Officer Statham. Malno looks for Jizzy. Doesn't catch him. Jizzy moving in. And oh, straight around the corner. Jizzy not finding his target. Malno immediately falling back. And Malno looking for Otto. Jizzy takes him out though. Smithy Pants going against Jizzy Pants. And Smithy does take Jizzy Pants. Otto meanwhile looking for a 3 frag on Jizzy. Not finding a 1-on-1. Oh, it's a trade versus Otto. And it looks like Otto is resible. Down but not out. Meanwhile, northern turnstiles. Last remaining
Norseman, the only one left. Oh my goodness.
Down
and what you saw there was you saw GloboChem coming down the stairs pretty slow and being very cautious, and Volk responded perfectly to the threat. Shots coming out now between Norseman and Gibbs. Gibbs sending shots over that way, but nobody's able to connect here. And we'll see what Norseman decides to do. He may decide to reverse field. He doesn't really have a lot of time left, 1:44. It's not quite enough time to reverse field, I don't think.
Yeah, Norseman taking his time, 1:30 on the clock. All Phoenix have to do is sit tight and wait this one out. Norseman has no choice but to either go in there or just time out. He has no choice. He has to make a decision. And a member of, it looks like Officer Stadium is resible. Gives him Alcredo deciding what they want to do. This is such a tense moment right now for GloboChem. We're just coming up on 1 minute, 10 on the clock. Shots coming out from Norseman. He's looking for that angle, looking for that target. 3 members now alive and up for Phoenix. It is not looking good for Norseman.
Yeah, I mean, they basically, that was an unexpected collapse of a play, and that's the problem with running plays, is that sometimes people just are where you don't expect them to be, and the play can fall apart.
Pinned up against the pillar. He has 2 guys looking for him. He's trading fire with Malcredo. Not funny. And Officer Statham flanks him and takes him down. And that's the win for Phoenix. The unexpected upset. The one you never saw coming, folks.
You can hear the excitement coming out over the comms for Phoenix. Very excited to take that.
Good game. Good game.
Let's just tune in on comms there and see how everyone's doing. But wow, I gotta say, that was intense. Fun to watch. Did not see GloboChem losing around, so that was amazing.
Well, I doubt we're going to hear a lot of exchanges between the two right now. You're probably going to see a lot of team chat and discussion about what just happened.
I think they're probably going to host a new lobby. I'm not sure they've got the map they want right now. God, escort, so much fun. Okay.
They are going to go ahead and host a new lobby, it looks like. So
Roger, Dodger. Guys, we're going to cut to an intermission for a minute while we move to a new lobby. Rest in pieces. Be right back. Please forgive me for that.
Don't forget to remove the overlay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to map 2 of GloboChem versus Phoenix, or Phoenix versus GloboChem. We're going in, guys. Here we go. We're countdown. We're going in. Alrighty.
Yeah, and what a map 1 going to Phoenix on Subway. Just a fantastic job. So we're gonna see what happens coming into this match.
Yeah.
Looks like we have the. It's going to be the objective over here on the west end. Marsoc's going to spot. He has the garage spawn on the west side of the map. Volk's got one guy going north. They're going to keep 3 guys back and push 1 guy up to burning buildings. So not a lot of visibility. This is basically captured defense here.
Yeah. So GloboChem immediately taking an aggressive posture, trying to gain as much ground as they can before. The attackers are going to start dialing in their positions, trying to be stealthy. It looks like they smoked that south road and they're crossing. So the attackers should be aware of where they are roughly. Norseman's probably looking for an angle on rooftop. And it looks like he may be finding it with Smithy on roof. Put some damage down on the guys at the mid-office block there. And it looks like Norseman looking for a shot. He doesn't tag Smithy, but he came pretty close.
Yeah, that rooftop is a seriously advantageous position to be in. Malno sending shots out from burning building, and he's kind of firing blind over towards glass buildings to draw a little attention, give rooftop a break.
Yeah, oh, and the reposition is real on Smithy. Good repositioning to shoot there. Really, really good stuff. I like to see that. Meanwhile, Norseman across the street. Otto looking for an angle. Mixologist at the white car, watching that corner. I don't think any attackers or any defenders are going to really push that far around, but certainly interesting to see how things are playing out right now. Looks like a member of Globo was wounded. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, GloboChem's moving pretty slowly. It looks like they're working on some potentially on some new tactics and things. They look like they're moving a little slower than the GloboChem that I'm used to seeing, but
yeah.
And if you notice now, I'm up on Camp 2 here, mid-map. You can see there's a really wide spread of the Marsoc players here. They're trying to get visibility. They're trying to get picks. They're trying to reduce the numbers of the Volk players so that they can move in together for the caps near the end. You can tell that they're trying to run specific plays, and they're probably just ironing out the wrinkles here.
Yeah. And it looks like, just watching now, as Smithy looks for an angle on Jizzy Pants. Smithy's playing very well this game, I gotta say. He's really, really shown some good skills. Jizzy Pants, being one of the top players in the league, he's been put through his paces.
Yeah, Smithy actually was a player for SMC Tactical, and he's played several league matches for us during the beginning of last season, which would have been season 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he decided he wanted a little more solidified starting role, so he moved along to other things, which is Phoenix, which is where he's playing now. And so far, they're looking good against GloboChem. It was a hard-fought match. They did get basically the broken objective at the end, but Volk had essentially cut down the entire attack. Okay, shots coming out now from the plane wing here near the roof. Smithy saw a player, took shots, and then decided to retreat. Seems like he's confident that nobody has moved north, and he's decided to come back and try to make the cutoff. His lane of view is going to be towards the ambulance now.
Yeah, and it looks like they're focusing a bit on ambulance. I got 2 guys in burning looking at ambulance from Phoenix. They know Norseman and Otto are around that area. They're just looking for the pick now. Just put camera number 5 over at the burning building. Otto just holding that angle tight. He's looking for he just wants a shot. And Smithy's just peeking that rooftop. And if we pull the camera all the way over there towards the gazebo area, we can see Mixo's already pushed up all the way to those barricades. Giving a good angle. He's trading shots there with someone at the gas station. He does win the trade at the gas station. And that's a defender down. Globo taking a slight lead. And shots coming out.
Yeah, that defender at gas station is down, but he is revivable, it looks like. So he's going to be able to make a call out there. Another player taking damage. Looks like Smithy took damage, is now calling out that there's a player on the northwest side. More shots coming out towards the gas station. Mixologist throws shots at the defender he had downed and a player that came to revive him and is now moving up towards the green car.
I think the res
he's basically pinched in between 2.
I think the res did come out, and Gibbs just misses him on the corner there. Close one for Mixes. And Malcrito watching the other corner, could be about to get an angle, or Mix about to get him. And it's Mixologist takes him down. Beautiful shots from Mix. Gibbs looking for him, but meanwhile on the rear, Gibbs could be about to taken down by Jizzy Pants. This is not looking good for Phoenix. Mixologist finally goes down, but the refrag is real coming out from, and put the frags going out all around.
Wow, that
out.
happened quickly.
Really tight spot for the guys in Phoenix right now. But it is a 2 versus 1, so it's not unwinnable for Gibbs. He just plays his cards right. He could tag Thunder and then auto. Oh, Thunder's getting the angle. Thunder's got the elevation. That takes him down. A win for GloboChem. Good round and GG's, boys. Oh, and actually the frag, it was 3v1. The frag did come out from Gibbs just the last second to win the game. Or to revenge his death. Great round so far. Really good stuff, gotta say. Impressive defense, but Globo really had a tight offense. They just got the right angles it needed to get in there.
Yeah, it was it ended up being a 3v1 there at the end, so I would say that was a bit of a dominant offensive push. I mean, they got the kill out. They had the last player sitting on objective, and they basically just cornered him. Yeah. Triangulated his location or assumed his location and just closed in and took him out. I mean, it was well executed. They basically sent 4 players south, 1 player north. The north player moved slowest of all, and ended up coming through and making some major kills for them. So it was a very nice play. Interesting choice to send 4 and 1. Some teams do 2 and 3, 3 and 2, whatever. Yeah. To each their own, basically based on your individual skill sets of a team and the assets that you have on that team.
Yeah, this is
Mixologist, it does seem, has been doing a lot of their flanking, which is interesting because Thunder Pilot does a lot of flanking as well. So it'd be interesting to watch them moving forward and see how these players are kind of adapting to their new roles.
Yeah. So it looks like we got a relatively close spawn for Phoenix on offense here. Let's take off this overlay and wow, here we go. So, Phoenix on offense, trying to figure out how they're going to play this one. What are they going to do? And it looks like they're sending 3 south, crossing the road. Unlikely to have been spotted by Phoenix. What I always find makes or breaks this objective is the rooftop area. I always find that it really comes down to, well, how sturdy is your rooftop offense? Can you get time to hold the elevation? And Jizzy Pants looks, they're sending their Jizzy Pants north to sort of hold that rooftop area, scout that north garden, and that could be used.
He's going to get into an engagement with one of these 2 players right here. He is definitely going to spot one.
Or they've spotted one.
Yeah, potentially.
Oh, and shots coming out. Jizzy's suppressed. Jizzy's under fire. He's been engaged. Someone wants Jizzy's blood, and I don't think Jizzy appreciates that.
Move around.
Jizzy Pants stuck behind a wall here. Meanwhile, Malno's got him zeroed, and with support from the north tower. Oh, an opportunity for Jizzy Pants to take the kill there, but unfortunately he wasn't sighting his weapon. And gets wounded by the guy in the north tower. Great positioning for Phoenix. Good overlapping fields of fire. Malno watching that corner, just hoping Jizzy Pants peeks around to take him down.
I need your support.
And Jizzy Pants calling for support. Jizzy Pants quaking at his boots. Help me! Help me! And Frag almost tagging Jizzy. Malno dropping back. Jizzy with the refire, not getting any targets. And help coming in for Jizzy. Reinforcements have arrived with Thunder Pilot cresting the rooftop. Looking at an angle. Will it be in time to save Thunder? Or save Jizzy? We don't know. Malno, look for that angle. Thunder holding the roof tight.
So in the meantime, we've had an engagement down here on the South Central Street. It looks like 1 Marsoc player was taken out. We have one more Marsoc player taken out as Norseman is flanked around on the southeast corner. There's 2 defenders left on objective and 2 defenders north. Both Marsoc pushers are down. 1 more in the middle burning.
And Mixo manages to just tag down Jizzy Pants. Meanwhile, Thunder, how's he going to play this? He's not falling back. He's repositioning to see if he can tag anybody on a refrag. And it's going to be interesting to see if Jibbs spots him. I think Jibbs might have done. I can't tell. This is interesting. Is Jibbs going to come out? Jibbs does come out. Jibbs sees him. And Thunder doesn't get tagged. Jibbs had a free shot on Thunder. Missed. Oh my god. And I suppose that just displays the level of skill of play here. I mean, you really sort of, if that was reversed, I don't think Globo would have missed that shot. But anyway, so looks like Malno managed to get the refrag on Jizzy anyway, but unfortunately for him, he's one of the few remaining members left. I'm not sure if there's anyone left for his team right now.
No, he's the only player left on his side. These other players tried to make a push through the middle in the ambulance around through the southwest, and they basically got cut in half by defenders in good positions. And then eventually a flank on the southeast by Norseman.
Yeah, unlucky for him. But I mean, even to take down 2 defenders on GloboChem is still pretty good. They took the north side. Unfortunately, couldn't quite close out on the south side and wound up taking severe casualties. Ooh, shots coming out by Malno. And again, I think...
Yeah, he shouldn't have fired.
Yeah, they might have a good... Globo have a good read on how many players are left on offense on the Marsac side. They're going to know where Malno is.
Unfortunately, I haven't chimed into their comms. I'm trying to stay out of comms because I'm not the one streaming, so I'm trying to stay out of team comms as much as possible, so as to remain transparent. But anyway, essentially, a high caliber team like GloboChem, that they're going to count out their definite kills, and and then they'll count out anybody they think they downed. But for the most part, if these guys down a guy, they're going to know it and they're going to call it out.
They're going to spot that straight away. Looking for a window here to possibly tag. Remember, I think Norseman's got a great spot right now. It's a very well-known spot to be sort of in front of that courtyard. It's going to be super tough for Mal to get in here, but it is possible. 2 minutes on the clock. The pressure isn't too hard on him right now, but I think Norseman might have seen him through that gap. Norseman's popping and he's peeking and he's taking out Malno. Oh, Malno doesn't go down. Put some damage on Norseman. Oh, unfortunately, Otto repositions, and that's the teamwork and map awareness from Globo. They know when they hear shots, they know to reposition, they know how to support their teammates, overlapping fields of fire, how many enemies are left to the side, and they reposition, they're in there straight away. Gotta say, impressive stuff coming out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he could have taken a different line than that one. That's a tough approach to make. I actually prefer to go slightly north on the 2 streets that run east and west. I like to run along the northern of the 2 and approach from the blue dumpster side myself. But because usually the enemy's eyes are set over here at mid-map burning, because that has one of the shortest distances with the most amount of cover all the way to the OBJ.
Yeah. Hands down. Hans Gruber. But I gotta say, like, really good plays coming out from both sides. I gotta say, I've enjoyed it so far. Really impressive stuff. Dying to see how things go and how things progress from here. I suspect we're going to see a really good push from GloboChem. This is one I personally like to attack on offense. I enjoy it. I find it as a challenging experience. It's engaging, it's stimulating. So let's find out. So here we go. Moving into round 3. GloboChem versus Phoenix. GloboChem on offense, coming up against that middle east side objective. GloboChem watching that south road. Norseman is lasered onto it. He's looking to catch someone crossing, and the question is, will he? I think he's not. It doesn't look like Phoenix are going to risk the cross. Gibbs just sitting on that corner there in the crack on the wall, looking to see if he can make a long shot. No scopes though, so it would be very hard to see at this range. Meanwhile, Jizzy Pants pushing up towards the red car, over to the map, calling out some good old intel there, good old fashioned intel. Meanwhile, on the south side, Otto getting a very, very, like, I suppose, covering a lot of distance. Otto's in a good spot. Interesting enough to see that 2 members of Phoenix are sitting at the very, very back here, which is an interesting tactic, Sickness. What do you think? Because I think if a couple of smokes could really put them in could really cause a bit of panic for Phoenix right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the nature of this objective is that it's so precarious because you can send guys out far, but then you risk having people too far away from the objective, and then if you keep anybody closed in too tight, a couple of smoke grenades, and you have no idea what's happening in front of you. So it's interesting to see what happens here. Basically, it's gonna depend upon what offensive strategy they take when they get close to the objective. I assume that they will have smokes out like crazy, but they're going to be looking to get some picks first. Looks like shots coming out from the objective, second floor. He spotted the person crossing north. He's going to radio that to his team. They're going to see a little bit of attention there. Sounds like actually he's called somebody out on the left side, and the smoke is out there. We're going to see an engagement here any moment now if these Volt players are aware enough.
Oh wow, shots coming out. Look at the spread of Globo. Look at that line of offense right there. Very heavy on the south side. They know where they're going to get in. Oh, shots coming out. Mal falling back. Jizzy not being able to tag him quite on the money there. Norseman really pushing him in the corner. Smoke's coming out to cover their advance. Oh, Norseman taking damage. Pressure on all sides coming in, and defenders are dropping like flies. One at the back now down. Malcredo over there down. Shots coming down. Here comes a smoke grenade. And Globo just working in like clockwork. And oh, it looks like Jibs just went down to a to Jizzy Pants on the northern side. Jizzy moving in now. Only 2 defenders left. Malno peeking out. Is he going to tag Jizzy? He's not tagging Jizzy. Oh, they got the res, but it's not enough. Thunderpilot and Jizzy pushing in. Jizzy moving around. Malno, does he hear him? The objective's being capped. Thunder's in. Gets fragged. Jizzy takes him down. The objective is open, but GloboChem have won the round. That's 3-0 to Globo.
Yeah, it was a dominant offensive play there. They got, like I said, they looked for picks. They got a couple picks. I mean, when you're bobbing your head up and down on the second floor of that window, you're asking to get shot in it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. People think they can't be seen in there, and clearly you can. And, people were in the known positions and got eliminated, and the team just closed in like professionals.
Yeah. Professional closers, closing the deal. No time wasted. They were right on the money, right in there. Really impressive stuff. Like, again, tight teamwork. This is what you get. This is a pro team right here. Like, GloboChem, they don't mess around. They have plays. They have the map awareness. I mean, if you compare Globo to beginners have very practiced and very carefully orchestrated plays and very well thought out. GloboChem, they're more fluid and adaptive, I find. Like, GloboChem would be more kind of a, I just, on intuition.
I've had conversations with their team captain, and they're a team that's versatile, and they basically, they have set ways that they want to do things against certain teams,
right.
And differently against other teams. What works against everybody doesn't always work against beginners, as we found out at the end of last season. So, that kind of stuff happens, and so you have to adjust. You can see here GloboChem is being very methodical, and they are kind of orchestrating plays a little bit more. Looks like this was a match that they were comfortable coming into and trying some of the plays out. But it didn't look like they, it didn't look like they had anticipated. I mean, basically objectives are everything. It was 3-3 on the last map, so you can expect that to happen in any evenly matched game where Volk, especially like Subway, where Volk is expected to take the rounds.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, back to the match at hand here. It looks like Marsoc is sending all 5 guys up the north side here.
Hard north push from Phoenix, and Globo have 1 guy up there. Now, watch what you see. Once Thunder identifies that he's got enemies up there, I guarantee someone's going to rotate north. I guarantee it. They're really adaptive
overlay
to
down
defense. Yeah, their defense is one of the most adaptive defenses you see in the league. And it's a member of Thunder tagging a member of Phoenix off the bat. And I wonder if we're gonna see a flank here from Mix. Shots coming out.
You absolutely are gonna see a flank from Mix. He knows he's there. He can hear them. He hears the comms. He hears the movement. Statham making too much noise. Oh, he looks like he heard something. Threw a nade out.
No, it's a smoke. It's a smoke.
Just a cover smoke.
Jizzy under fire now from the northern garden here. Deciding to fall back. Master tactical playing. It looks like a member. Officer Stadium went down. Mixologist now coming up to get the follow up on that frag. Is he going to tag Smithy? He does tag Smithy. Officer Stadium turning around. Refragging on Mixologist. Nice job.
Yeah, it was one of those situations where Mixologist wanted to radio that information out really quickly, and it got him killed.
Yeah, I mean, that is the trade-off you make in the game. You have to make a calculation. Am I going to relay the information, or am I going to see this as a second kill in for me? You got to weigh that up, and sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it isn't, and you got to roll with the punches.
So sending all 5 guys north here has cost Marsoc 2 players already. It's a 3v4. You're down 3 in this map. This is kind of a lick your wounds on this one and bring it on the next round type situation. They could potentially get a couple picks, and we'll see what happens. But GloboChem's not too impatient of a team, and the guys that are their pushers are already gone. So the rest of these guys here are just gonna be watching lanes of sight, relaying information, and taking good, accurate shots.
Yeah, this could be potentially the last round of this map if Globo take the win. So. Gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. I think, interestingly enough, it's gonna be a tight one. I mean, the north side is not a bad place to have, but the potential angle of attack they're taking by going through that west alley is, well, I would say it's suboptimal. Right now, they have a pretty good window if they were to come along here, along underneath the rooftop, throw a couple of frags over, frag auto, potentially tag Norseman if they've got someone up on the roof, and go from there. But again, you know, different teams, different styles. Like if they go in West Alley, they're gonna have to face off against Jizzy or against Thunder, and he's already taken a few members of their team, so it's gonna be a tough one. But it looks like they are gonna commit to that north push.
Yeah, you can see that they've brought their other player around and are now going to move up as an entire squad. This player, the defender that's over here, looks like potentially mixologist. Oh no, it's not mixologist. Anyway, the Volk member there, he's going to see him. He engages with one and knocks him down. Officer Statham's going to retreat back around the corner, but Gibbs is a little too far up to do the same. But he's outside of that player's line of sight at this point.
Again, that West Alley is such a tricky approach for attackers. I really, it wouldn't be my first choice. I mean, you only kind of do it when you know that, you know, it's the enemy aren't going to expect it.
If you're going to do it, you need to put a smoke where Gibbs is standing right now.
Yeah.
From back where they were, you have to put a smoke where he's standing right now to eliminate that position right there from cutting two of your players in half.
100% agreed. Yeah, absolutely. You gotta get that you gotta get that cover down. Then you can move up, and then you can figure out where you can go from there. But I mean, really.
Well, and it gives you the option too. If you hear suppressive shots come out, you can make this cut back towards the rooftop on Cam 2, where Statham's at. You know, you can always make that left-hand cut right there and go around the building.
Jib's gonna peek. Is he gonna cut an angle on Thunderpod? They're both peek at the same time. Thunder sees them. Does he see them? Oh, shots coming out, not landing on Thunderpod. That's gonna cost them. That's gonna cost Phoenix big time. Thunder's gonna reposition now. He's not gonna go back up there. He's gonna hold angle. He does take a kill. Down. Double tap is out. That leaves just Officer Statham now for Phoenix, and this could be it for Phoenix for this map.
It's more than likely is going to be it for Phoenix. I mean, it's a 4v1, you know, and as good as a player as Officer Statham or anybody in the league is, a 4v1 is tough to do. So, you know, the odds are not in his favor. Thunder, though, is getting a little bit comfortable now, though, with the... Oh, see, that's another missed shot. Critical missed shot.
Interesting. Let's see if Statham gets that. Oh, what the hell? Okay, that's unexpected.
I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of there.
I don't know if he can get out either. I think he's freaking out a little bit. He's probably wondering, what do I do? What do I do?
I think he's in a complete black screen. Yeah, he's gone inside the fuselage of this plane.
His legs are sticking out. I don't think, as Jizzy realized, he has literally gone trans-dimensional. He's out. He's in the upside down right now. He's not coming out. Rest in peace, Dante, please. Oh wait, shots coming out. I don't know if I doubt he can see anything.
You can hear Volk and Chizzy Pants discussing now the shots that were fired.
Yeah, he's not.
It looks like he was able to. No, he's still stuck inside. They don't know exactly what's going on. They're pretty confused. They think he's maybe
just
between.
Killed himself.
He went ahead. Yeah, he went ahead and killed himself, which is really the only thing you can do at that point. Outside of the 30-second mark, the rules are pretty clear on how bugs are dealt with.
I mean, the rules are pretty clear. If something like that happens, you're not to your advantage. You have to take yourself out. Take yourself out. Right, guys, we're gonna take a quick brief intermission between rounds. We'll be right back. Sickness is gonna give out to me because I'm probably stuck at the stream, but hey, you know, it is what it is. I need the feedback. We'll see you soon, guys. We'll see you soon for map 3 of GloboChem and Phoenix. I'm gonna hopefully fix the overlay. All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in business. Good luck, have fun.
Back.
All right, ladies and gents, we are live and in business. Welcome to Suburbia, map 3 of Phoenix versus GloboChem, with Phoenix taking the offense round and GloboChem taking the defense round. This shall be an interesting match, no doubt. GloboChem on defense, with the first objective being the garage.
Yeah, let's take a look at GloboChem here and see how they decide, or excuse me, the attacking team, which is Phoenix, see how they decide to split. They decide to send 2 guys east and 3 guys west. One player is going to go through the middle, and they're going to send 2 guys around the west. So they basically have a 2-2-1 with one guy coming through the middle, looking through the bushes here.
Yeah.
It's a smart play to get a guy up here right away up against these bushes, because that has a huge advantage for any defender that tries to push up past midfield on you. You see that on both sides now. I'm over on camera too. You can see Malno. He's doing the exact same thing over on the burning house side. That's veteran Marsoc maneuvers on this map from Phoenix. You know, they've seen it a million times. They've probably been killed by it a million times. You know, if you can't beat them, join them. Basically, you're going to see this coming from most league teams on this map.
Yeah, Hans Gruber, hands down. Malcredo just chilling on the inside again. I guess what most teams are trying to do here is they're trying to identify, is the other defensive side the rushing time? Are they trying to get up in our grill really quick, or are we okay to just sit tight, bide our time? Frags coming out.
So Statham and Gibbs are going to try to push around this side. Okay, they're going to split the building here, which is a smart choice. I was going to say, well, they're going to join back up now and push around the APC. That's tough because basically there's a lot of places where Volt can be peeking on that corner, and now their attention is definitely over there at this time because that smoke. Shots coming out towards the second floor. Otto dodges those, though, and they're going to keep firing suppressive shots to keep him down.
Otto does take a wound, though. Oh, trade coming out from Gibbs and Mix. Wow, unexpected. Officer Statham is down in the fetal position. The fetal position. And Otto chilling up top, wounded, but not dead and not dying. Happy to chill. Meanwhile, Phoenix looking to get the res on their teammate. Smithy moving in. Is he going to catch it? He does get the res. Good stuff, Phoenix. Now taking advantage. 4 players for 3.
Yeah, Norseman just did a risky move, came right out the front door of the spawn house and ran around and is now standing out in the open. But he now finally decides to take cover just in time because Smithy would have spotted him just a moment before that. Smithy does spot him, though, sends a couple shots out towards him. Norseman ducks him, and he's now head glitching the bushes over there. It's not really a glitch, that's just terminology. Anyway, he's peeking over the top of the bushes there, looking at Smithy. 2 players, Smithy and Malcriado, are going to push around the APC. Shots come out from Malcriado towards the 2nd floor, but there's nobody home.
Smithy relaying intel back to his teammates. Auto, Thunder, stuck upstairs. Probably having a bit of a panic attack. The objective is wide open. The objective is wide open. Couple of smokes on Auto and Thunder. And that objective is Phoenix's. They don't have to go upstairs and kill these guys. They can chill. It is
Yeah, this is where situational awareness is something we talk about all the time in these casts. Really comes into play. You need to know how many you have down, relay the info that those 2 guys back there are down. But it doesn't look like they know that.
Ooh, Thunder goes down, Auto trying around the door, and he gets tagged from behind. And Phoenix takes the first round on offense. Impressive
Well
stuff.
done.
Very
4-1.
Very impressive stuff.
When Norseman left that top middle house and ran right out the front door over there into those bushes, Smithy saw him and watched that until he got him, and that was the changing point right there.
Yeah, that really just that tipped it over the edge. And even the res coming down on Phoenix, a very good play. Like I gotta say, I'm really impressed with Phoenix tonight there on the game. GloboChem really being put on the back foot. Apart from
it's like we were talking about earlier. What works against some doesn't always work against others. You know, some of these methodical plays that GloboChem is running, you know, sometimes against a team that's maybe. I mean, you know, I would say that Phoenix is you know, a little more chaotic, not chaotic, but I would say like fast pace of a team, and they're playing slow and methodically today, and looks like they've been working on some stuff, and they look really good here, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so transitioning back to our main match mode. Phoenix now up 1 point in map 3 of Phoenix versus GloboChem. Phoenix have taken thus far 1 game on Subway. GloboChem have taken 1 game on Quarantine, and this is the deciding game with what is this? GloboChem now on offense, pressing up hard on the red car objective.
Yeah, and GloboChem was dominant. Shots come out already from Jizzy. I think he might have actually tagged a Volk player there. GloboChem was dominant on Quarantine. I mean, they performed dominantly, and that game on Subway was very close on a very controversial map. So I wouldn't be surprised to see GloboChem bounce back right now, starting with this round in this map. Yeah. You know, but there's, I mean, Phoenix looks really good today. So it really is anybody's game, definitely. Phoenix up 1 point in this map. They got to be feeling good about that. Yeah.
Phoenix have a great defensive spread as well. We just look at the map. Phoenix have a great defensive, like covering all the angles. GloboChem very heavily centered on the southeast side, with 1 guy pushing the north side. That could be their distraction move. They're trying to cause a bit of noise on the north side. Meanwhile, they're just going to sit back and make some moves. Let's see how this plays out.
I keep trying to stay away from their comms and watching formations too much because I keep thinking that I'm the one running the cams.
Oh, not at all. Like, come here. Like, anybody could look at the mini map and see stuff. Don't overthink that stuff. I need you. Your head in the game. Intel coming out. And looks like Smithy. Smithy has given away his position. Shots going out. He's trading fire with the guys over the fence there.
Now, this is a spot on this objective that I basically have banned any of my players from going to because of the capability and the limited visibility from the basically the lane 2 push, the red car push.
Wow. This is
so I mean, GloboChem is all balled up over here. I'm on camera 2, running along the hedge. Looks like Smithy does secure 1 now at the end of those bushes, but he's got 3 more Marsoc players here behind the house.
Yeah.
They got a lot of smoke grenades. Jizzy Pants calling for a lot of smoke grenades. But most of their smoke grenades, unfortunately, are veering pretty far left, which are not going to affect Smithy's line of sight too much.
No, it looks like Globo are probably going to put out a lot of smokes right now, cause a bit of confusion, hope to unroot the defenders, and maybe then they can knock out and do some damage. Let's take a quick look.
I'm on cam 2 right now. You can see where there should be another smoke grenade, except they were a little bit reckless in throwing them, and they don't have a smoke where they need it the most, which is the direct line of sight through that gate.
Interestingly enough, Globo now on the rotation with Auto, snaking around up the north side, but not quite finding what they were looking for. Shots coming out from opposite.
Well, Jizzy Pants had an opportunity to crawl up and get a cap right there, but he's going to opt to move up and push the defender instead. He kills 1, kills 2.
Oh, and it looks like GloboChem have taken the complete southeast side of the objective, and they're putting damage down. And oh, Phoenix go down. GloboChem take the round. Such a critical moment for the defense there to go down the way it did.
Yeah, and Jizzy Pants totally could have capped that objective with ease from behind the red car, but he is a pusher, and push he did. Took down 2 when he crossed over. When he crossed north of the street there, took down 2, and then they were able to secure another kill on the west end
so
there.
fast too. Like, it
yeah,
was
very
really,
quickly.
Very hard to keep tabs on
10
all that.
seconds, well coordinated. The timing was done well. You know, and those smoke grenades, I thought they were setting those smokes up to push through the middle there, and they weren't. They were setting those up for the reversal, and it worked perfectly because Volk rotated out of position, and basically they caught a bunch of them moving around. So.
It was a brilliant, brilliant play. Absolutely brilliant play. Super excited to see how this plays out. I really feel like this is a lot closer than anyone expected. Much closer than anyone expected. So, really excited to see how both teams kind of decide to.
You left the overlay up again.
No, I took. Oh yeah, but I do my best to.
You've gotten it fixed sense now.
Yeah, I've got a better sense of when the overlay's up now, at least. So it looks like it's an interesting.
Someone just sent me a message. That's why.
Yeah, people sending me DMs too. I can't do anything about it. It's a 6-minute delay. When they're DMing me, it's fixed. Jizzy Pants aggressively pushed up the bush here. Interesting, great positioning from him. This could really be beneficial for Globo. And again, look at the aggressive defensive position. They send at least one guy out the far right side of the playground. Shots coming at Smithy. I think Smithy's realized he's there. He's just looking for that slight angle on Smithy. He's probably not going to find it though.
Smithy may or may not have seen him. He might have just thrown a couple shots in there. I mean, this is a position I never approach any of these bushes in any manner other than expecting someone to be on the other side.
Yeah. Oh no, Smithy's putting shots out. He must have some suspicion he's there. Is Smithy maybe using a scope that might give it away? No scope.
That's possible. No.
Just a red
it would show up for his player model, so if you don't see it, it's not there.
And Malno coming around the corner now. Looking at an angle.
He's coming around kind of loud, and Jizzy's got the best ears in the game, so he's going to know this player's here pretty shortly.
Interesting enough, the smoke is out there as a decoy. Oh, and the frag comes out. Snags Jizzy. Great frag grenade from Phoenix. Brilliant expert play from them. They are putting the fear of God in me, I'll say that. They are making...
Malonmel's going to hear this right now, though, and come around and secure the kill on him.
Yep, the double tap is real.
Jizzy Pants out of the game.
And that's Jizzy Pants out of the game now. It looks like
5 left for Marsoc, really and they have the best communicator on the team now out of the game. Otto, team captain, though, good communicator himself, but Jizzy Pants is definitely one of the more vocal players in this game. Marsoc has a nice spread. They're now going to send 2 guys over to that east side. 1 player firing shots up to the second floor. More shots coming out from the burning building to the second floor.
Malno just tagged a GloboChem defender on the south burning bungalow, meaning Norseman is left by himself to try and Norseman does tag someone in the playground. Malno puts down fire and Norseman not finding a kill. Norseman now creeping outside the window, looking to see if he can refrag on Malno. See if he can return some fire on Malno, maybe get the kill. My god, it's so irritating trying to set up these cameras because they keep the hotkeys are just not sticky enough. Hey, he's still looking. There we go.
Right now you can hear Malno, I'm on camera too, you can hear Malno calling out that he's pinned down here behind this Hesco with the player on the second floor. He's called out his location.
Put fire down on Norseman. Norseman still undercover. Meanwhile, over at the objective mixologist, sit tight. Not too much happening. I think for the most part it looks like Smithy's trying to check that upstairs to see if he can get a kill. So much going on
asking now for Gibbs to fire shots. No, he sticks his head up and gets tapped out.
No time wasted. And it looks like meanwhile Otto just went down to middle house. Smithy and Officer Statham across the road. So it's still advantage. It's still advantage. Still advantage Phoenix right now. And shots coming out. And it looks like Jizzy just went down. Mixologist, last remaining defender of GloboChem. Jibs popping up, about to get tagged, but doesn't get tagged by Mix. Mix misses the shot. Shots coming out of Mixologist. Mixologist trying to hold the fort by himself. Leroy pushing up on him really hard. Leroy trying to get the shot from the car, and they find the shot from across the road by Smithy. Excellent work by Phoenix.
Wow, fantastic. An offensive win now puts this team up 2-1.
Brilliant plays. Wow, really, really tactical stuff. I gotta say, I'm loving it. Excellent stuff. Great marksmanship, great plays. Really exciting stuff. Very interesting. 10 out of 10. Who's your money on, Sickness?
Well, if there's one thing that I know about GloboChem, because I've met them when stakes are on the line many, many times, It is that they are the most resilient of all teams I know, and we have had them, what we thought, pinned down several times, and every time that's happened, they've come back and beat us every time. So I would expect for them to knuckle down and play the absolute best. Basically, they're going to need to play the best GloboChem game they got to come back and take this game. What they need here is a cap, though. This is where I would be calling for a cap from my team. I would want to come back, get the lead, and then be sitting on defense for the final round.
Way. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you want to come back in a big way. So, coming into round 4, map 3, GloboChem and Phoenix. It's currently maps are 1-for-1. This is anybody's game right now. Phoenix could win it, Globo could win it. We don't know. It's really close. Really close, and it's exciting, guys. You should stay tuned.
It's very, very exciting because this isn't something you see very often. You know, a team like GloboChem will go most of the season undefeated before they finally take a loss.
Wow,
and
GloboChem wasting no time. Smokes out, bullets out, guns out, everything's out. Whoa, frag coming out. Here, panic coming from Phoenix there as a frag grenade landing near them. Jizzy Pants really pushed up on the edge there. A member of Globo goes down. Jizzy rushes the corner, takes out Malgrito, and that's a lot of ground gain for. I mean, Globo have taken this area. Smithy also goes down. Gives Leroy. Does take Jizzy Pants. Not down. Now double tapped. Thunder also down. Wow, a lot of action, a lot of moving parts right here.
Yeah, Jizzy Pants, knowing that position that Malcriado was in.
Norseman, and Norseman goes down, does the backflip, and that is the round for Phoenix. Phoenix winning 3-1 versus GloboChem. Unexpected, amazing upset, loving it right now. The underdogs are taking the day. This is going to be really interesting to see if this is going to be the last round. If Phoenix are gonna take this round as well, or if Globo are going to hold it off. I expect, my money on this next round is probably going to be GloboChem. What do you think, Siki?
GloboChem's going to be on defense. You know, I mean, Phoenix is high on life right now, being up 3-1 with potentially, you know, this is match point. This is series point coming up right here. So these guys are going to be all sorts of hyped up. You're probably, I mean, it depends on what they do. You know, if they come out hot and they come out excited and they come out blazing, I expect them to die fast and to see a 3-2 with them with match point on the line for Marsoc, which would be GloboChem at that point. So, but if they stay playing the way they have been, you know, they could move through slow, get some picks, and take it. But I would expect Marsoc to at least take this next round for sure.
Yeah, hands freaking down.
Or not Marsoc, excuse me. I meant Volk. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, I know what you meant. Yeah, no, I agree. I think Volk are probably going to take this one, but it could go either way. I mean, I'm expecting to see Phoenix make a strong offensive push, but I think Globo will probably hold this one tight because Globo are one team. If I know if you put them under pressure, they really deliver. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. 5 seconds ago.
You know, I thought that last round would have been the one to deliver. This round, this is Hail Mary time. I mean, you have to lock it down on defense and then get yourself a cap. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, hands down. Let's see what Globo can pull out for this round. See if they're gonna take the day, hold the top spot, be the top dogs, or is it going to be the guys out of Phoenix to really just throw a spanner in the works, throw an upset, show everybody no, there's blood in the water, guys. Globo can be beaten, and we're gonna show you how. So here we go. It looks like I can't really make heads or tails of the push right now, but I can see that at least through the playground, Phoenix want to make their presence really known, really strong, really fast. Don't waste any time. Smoke's coming out from somebody.
Malcriado at the classic Malcriado position at the burning building. He's going to hold back. He's going to be looking for any kind of flankers. He's going to be memorizing the code privately to himself there for a little bit. Gibbs and Leroy. Gibbs threw a premature smoke grenade. He should have gotten that a little bit further up. Basically, that just lets him know he's coming now.
Yeah, the smoke grenade was definitely a little bit premature, a little bit early. Looking at the GloboChem positions, very tight right now. Otto in a very popular fence spot. This fence is not bulletproof, so you can shoot through it at your enemies. But, I mean, a lot of people like to pre-fire that fence, so Otto is possibly risking himself a little bit right now. Jizzy Pants. Crouching in the bush, feeling the power of the jungle coursing through him. Otto hanging out in the porch because he belongs in a retirement home. Thunder Pilot. hanging out on that porch there, listening out, probably giving away a bit of signals to his teammates if he hears any enemies. This is a tense moment. 4 minutes 40. Both teams just sort of jockeying for position. Gibbs taking a very interesting movement here. Gibbs could get tagged by Norseman right here. Could be about to see some shots coming out. And yes, some shots coming out, and Gibbs does go down to Norseman. Risky move from Gibbs. That's going to cost Phoenix a lot of this offense. Shots coming out from Smithy. Smithy immediately Thunderpilot round the corner once the shots are fired, not wasting time. Again, Globo just, you do not get away with making mistakes here. Globo are punishing mistakes really hard. No prisoners at all whatsoever.
No, Malno's now going to come around the corner here. One of the players, Gibbs, had radioed out earlier that there was a player behind the fence, but it looks like he's not cautious enough about it and pays for it.
Yeah.
Malcriado now is the lone man left for Marsoc. This is series point here, so Malcriado, you'll expect him to get prone here pretty soon. I bet he heard those clicks right there from Thunderpilot over the middle house, who is their
Thunder's
lead
definitely
man
the
right
information,
now.
and it's up to Mix. Is probably going to take a shot now. Probably just take down. That's probably G. Before we move into the next.
Malcriado's definitely going to go prone. I mean, if there's anything I know about this guy, it's that he definitely likes to go prone. I mean, he's the one that got that cap on Subway, that proning through the bodies. So.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I'll say is Mal likes to play a risky fast on this, but I don't think Mix is going to punish him hard for this. There's no way he's going to see past Mixologist here. And there's the peek from Mix. He doesn't see him. Are we going to... No way. This could not happen. No, Mix is going to see him. There it is. There it is. And he goes airborne. At least he got some good airtime.
Here Mixologist calling out something about seeing a little snake.
Oh, a cheeky little snake in the grass.
Yeah.
So that's round to GloboChem. I gotta say, that was intense. Really
that
intense.
was intense. You know, for a moment there, my breath started to get a little bit labored as I was watching him crawl up there. Yeah. I was going to see if it was a repeat of Subway for the win. That would have been nice. The one thing, though, they have to do here is make sure that no caps happen whatsoever.
Yeah, that is critical that they do not drop any caps here. And it's going to be interesting to see if Phoenix even put a guy upstairs in the building, or... You know, I'd be really curious to see their defensive layout. Are they going to copy GloboChem in some ways? So I felt they did copy Globo a little bit on the Subway map. There was a little bit of copycattery going on there. Maybe I'm wrong. That was the impression I got.
On Subway, are you talking about for GloboChem or for?
Yeah, on Subway, I thought there was a little bit of copycatting going on the Subway map. I could be totally off the mark. I just got that vibe that, you know, they had a sense of where GloboChem was, and they were like, well, let's do what they do. They do good things.
Oh, right. Okay, I was missing the context there. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that basically went. Volk took every single round, basically all the way through that game until there was a cap opportunity, and then you saw Malcriado basically pull off the cap of a lifetime right underneath their nose. And that's a rare thing. That's a rare occasion. If all those bodies hadn't have been there, I wouldn't have expected him to be able to get that. But you know, that's Malcriado. That's what he does. That's the type of player. I mean, he's 1-4 in this match, and he was dangerously close to that objective as well. Yeah. You know, he's a careful player. He's a very conservative player, and he goes for those sneaky caps. He's known for that.
Extra sneaky caps, I gotta say. I mean, I was blown away by that cap on Subway. Really blown away. And again, you know, the crazy thing is, as much as I complain about that objective, that northern turnstile objective being so favorable to attackers, you know, at the same time, it's fun to watch, because as a defender, you're happy to take a 1-point loss. You know, as an attacker, you're always thrilled for the 1-point win, but you're looking for that 2-pointer. And Mal managed to pull that out, and that was pretty darn impressive.
Absolutely, and if I remember correctly, it was 3-3, and that ended up giving them 5 points. Yeah. If I remember correctly, was that to win the series too, or no? Was that to bring it to 3-3 and then they won on a defense? I can't remember how it went now. My apologies, but either way, yeah, that was. I mean, that's devastating stuff, and to be able to pull out the 2-pointer on offense with several full players left. I mean, it's just not something that happens often, and I can tell that by the time chat, you know, I was reading through some of the chat there. Obviously, everybody was shocked and is still shocked now as it's moving forward. I mean, this could be the upset of the season. This could gain massive MMR for Phoenix.
I mean, this is really going to put the MMR formula to the test. We're really going to get a good read on, well, how much of a difference does it make? And it really just goes to show, if you put the effort in as a team and you really, you really try, you work hard, you can take on Globo and you can possibly win.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the top teams go against Globo and they win sometimes, they lose sometimes, and my team hasn't been able to knock them off. We've been very close a lot of times, but we have not been able to knock them off, and it just goes to show what works against one team doesn't against the other. I'll say it a million times, because sometimes the fast plays work, sometimes the slow plays work. It all depends on where a player goes on a given round.
Hands down. All right, so here we go into round 5, map 3, GloboChem versus Phoenix. This is for the money, people. If Phoenix win this, they win. If GloboChem win this, win. Both teams have one map each, so this is down to the wire. This is where it's at. So GloboChem immediately taking aggressive positioning, not wasting any time. Smoke's coming out, flashbang coming out. GloboChem very, very aggressive game here. Not wasting any time positioning. They're just going straight in.
Nope, and I got camera 2 lined up over here on the west side with Norseman looking in, and you can see how they're all taking their positions behind the bushes. They're going to try to get anybody peeking that they can, but it looks like Volk's going to stay disciplined here and not push anybody out, which is the smart play, because this is yet again match point against GloboChem. So
looks like Phoenix are sitting tight on this one. They're not taking any. Oh wait, no, Malno. Is he getting a little malcontent? Oh, he fragged. He threw a frag. It looks like it was ineffective, but hey, good move. Again, just look at that defensive spread, or it's an offensive team, but it's a defensive spread from Globo. They're just spreading out. They're looking for mistakes. Let's see if Phoenix gives them what they want.
Yeah, this is for the series. This is what you would expect to see from them. I mean, they know they want a cap, but they're going to go for a kill out, and they are patiently looking for peekers. It's a 6-minute round.
And a member of Phoenix just goes down. He was hanging around at that fence on the left side of the building, and he paid the price. Looks like Jizzy is...
Jizzy, their most aggressive player, and now he's going to look to secure the middle house. He's going to be checking all the little corners and angles here, and then he's going to get down and move up on the stairs. It's his favorite place because you can hear everything going on around, basically in a proximity around you, and he does have the best ears. You can hear him making call-outs now. He knows there's players around.
Yeah, he's looking... He wants blood, and he is going to find it. But you know what? To be fair, again... Phoenix, yeah, they lost a guy. They're still covering all the angles they need to cover. They're sitting tight. They're relaying information. They're chilling. Globo now starting to slowly creep up, mix up, pushing that right side seesaw area.
I just saw one Volt player move out of the house move from the second floor down to the first floor. It's those little types of movements that are going to get these Volt players picked off one by one.
Yeah, that's it. But Smithy's in a very unusual spot. You don't see people there very often. That's not a bad move. Again, he's repositioned to cover the angle of his down teammate. It's not a bad thing.
And the trouble with that spot though is that a lot of people are looking at the tops of the hedges and they'll just see you behind it in the window.
Yeah. I think so. Checking inside of the house, they're looking to they want to control that inner building, that middle building. And I don't think Malno wants to give it up that easily. She's taking shots on Smithy. No, he's just putting out some damage on the tank. Nothing materializing. Looks like the push is starting to materialize now from GloboChem on the west side. Smoke's coming out on the east side to maybe draw some attention. Norseman looking for an angle. Nobody going down. Oh, and Malno takes down a member of GloboChem in the middle house.
That's Jizzy Pants. That's the alpha killer. That's the intel guy. That's the guy that's detrimental to take out when you're on defense and he's attacking you.
And Mal walking the wrong way. Thunder crests up around the corner. Mal, look behind you. Look behind you, Mal.
Thunder
right
also
there.
not checking the correct way with his back to the
he
porch.
turns and sees him.
Thunder
pilot
shot.
Oh no! Gets down from the rear. And this is and GloboChem's offense is crumbling before their eyes. They're down to 3 players now against 4 defenders. Their slight advantage is lost. Shots coming out from Norseman towards the defenders, but not finding his target.
Otto now taking up a position behind the school bus. I'm on cam 2. Moncriado's at the burning house, and then they have guys in the spawn house on the second floor. Marsoc does secure a kill there, though, inside middle house, it looks like. And Otto's going to move based on that sound.
Oh, and looks like Mal Carrito does go down to Otto's grenade. Again, Globo taking it back. 2 members of Phoenix now left. Otto cornering here, looking for an angle. Is he gonna find it? This is a tense one. 1 minute 44. The clock is ticking.
Heal yourself.
Is there an issue here? It looks like Smithy might be bugged out or something. I think Smithy is actually bugged out. I think Smithy's bugged out. It's just off their stadium.
Yep, Smithy is gone now from the game.
Unlucky.
I mean, this is a dream situation for
GloboChem.
GloboChem to have a
Yeah.
bug come up at this moment. They're completely unaware of that, of course. Malcriado, though, is revivable, so he will be able to make a call out if he sees Otto coming around here, but Otto will tap him immediately as soon as he realizes that.
Yeah.
GloboChem with 3 up now. There's only 1 player left. Malcriado now has been tapped out. Officer Statham is now the last player alive. This is just a fantastic situation for GloboChem. They could bring this comeback, which would be just insane. Smokes come out onto the objective. Statham now is going to have a lot of pressure on him. GloboChem's going to push. They have 3 men left.
This is tight. Globo get the cap here. It could be massive, but I don't think they will with 1 guy left up though. I think Officer Stadium's going to make aggressive plays. He's not going to. He's going to take risks. He knows he's the last guy. He doesn't want to risk a cap. He's going to just look for GloboChem. And there's the kill from Norseman. And unlucky for Phoenix that they lost the defender. But I mean, Globo.
Insane.
That adaptability from Globo is so impressive. You know, they it looked like their offense was falling apart, and then immediately they move in, they reorientate, they fill in the gaps, and they pull it back and they adapt. So for example, Otto knew Jizzy went down, where he went down from. He grenaded that porch and took out Malcon or whatever. And yeah, that was really the beginning of the end for those guys.
2 rounds ago, we were looking at 3-1 for Phoenix with match point on the line 2 consecutive rounds. And GloboChem methodically put down the enemies with 2 killouts, and now are going back on Volk to basically pull the upset of the season, to maintain their undefeated record in a basically just a crazy nail biter. I mean, this is just insane. And to see the comeback, not to see them not get too discouraged, to pull it together and make this comeback. I was talking about their resilience, and I kept saying that I thought GloboChem was going to be able to come back and win this, and we're going to see if it happens right here.
I'm super excited. Going into the final round of GloboChem and Phoenix. Both teams have 1 map each. This is the deciding round. The team that wins this takes home the victory today. So we're going to see now which team brings it. We got GloboChem on defense, Phoenix on offense. Phoenix have been strong on offense so far and strong defense. I mean, both teams have played exceptionally well, so it's going to be a really, really interesting one to see. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the final round. Smoke's coming out immediately. Malco taking fire, but repositioning. Flashbang coming out in the middle from Thunderpilot, I think. Doesn't seem to take it, like, serve any effective purpose. Frag grenades.
Over on camera too, you can see that Smithy and Statham, they got 1 player, Malcriado, looking through the middle to cover their backs. And Smithy and Statham are going to be looking to make this west push around the blue house here. Statham is watching the corner, so that's all Smithy has to concern himself was the top floor of that window and then the back door there.
Yeah, this is intense. I wonder if Mal's got... Oh, a frag coming down on Mal. Not finding his target.
Smithy moving at just the wrong time, too. Thunderpilot knocking him down, immediately punishing him for not being cautious there.
Yeah, unlucky. I mean, you cannot take a chance with that window. You just cannot risk it.
I wouldn't call it unlucky. I mean, that's the 2nd floor middle. I would expect a guy to be there basically always.
He's now down and out. Officer Statham now considering his options. Phoenix, everything on the line. GloboChem on defense. I mean, this isn't the worst objective to attack. Smoke's now coming out.
No, this is the best objective that you could hope for. They have a lot of smokes out, but it seems like they're in the wrong places, to be honest. Malno and Gibbs are going to be making a push around this corner. Oh. They're going to be taking shots. Looks like Mixologist picked 1 off.
And it looks like Phoenix are just falling away now. Oh, team kill coming out. Jizzy Pants team killing one of his teammates. The pressure is on for both teams. They're really feeling it. Malkudo's going it. He's rushing in. He's making the Hail Mary, but he's gonna pay the price. Too risky, too hairy. It just wasn't the right situation. He misread that massively, and he paid the price. The sole survivor of Phoenix now, up against four members of GloboChem. I don't envy his odds. Jizzy's probably. Oh, he does take Jizzy. Officer Statham, nice shot on Jizzy. Now takes fire from Norseman in the garden of Nick's house. Officer Statham doubling back, deciding, you know what? I'm gonna take this kill. I'm gonna walk away with it.
Yeah, and if he plays this carefully and can knock one more down, then his odds are going to change dramatically. But at this point in time, I'd say, you know, my early predictions, mid predictions, and late predictions are all correct. GloboChem's going to pull off this this upset. Well, it's not an upset; it's a comeback, basically, from being upsetted. Yeah. Or being upset, whatever.
But
my English is not bad.
Even at that, I gotta say, like, it's been pretty impressive. I mean, ironically, you would expect Phoenix to gain MMR even for losing this well to GloboChem if they don't pull this off. I think Statham's taking his time to clear that middle building, but unfortunately he doesn't know it's empty. And, oh, he goes down to Norseman, and that's the game. GloboChem take the game. They remain undefeated on the league boards. I gotta say, really impressive stuff today. Just wow. Win for GloboChem, but you know what, ladies and gentlemen, that was close. That was super close down to the wire. One map for one map, down to the final map on Suburbia. 4-3 to GloboChem. Could have gone anyway. Intense stuff right there, ladies and gents. Wow. Seat of your pants stuff.
That was just... You couldn't ask for more of a game. You know, I had decided to cast this game very late on in my day-to-day. I got off early, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Felt lazy, and then you hopped in chat, and I said, all right, I'm gonna do it. You know, and I'm glad I did, because this has been just a fantastic game to watch. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, gotta say, really worth every moment. Worth every moment. Wow, just fun as hell to watch.
Never count them out.
No.
Never count them out.
You will pay the price. They are a team not to be trifled with. But I gotta say, Phoenix really showed their colors today. They showed that, you know what, the Phoenix does rise from the ashes. They stood up. They delivered.
And I would expect to see an extremely dominant GloboChem following this game in the weeks to come as well. You know, they got a chance to try out some plays and stuff and see what was working and what wasn't on offense, and you know, it was very close. They almost lost the game for it.
Yeah.
But in the end, I think this is exactly what they not needed. But you know, you'd like to think midway through the season, you're undefeated. You know, you can get a little complacent, and I think that's what we saw here. Definitely, you saw them get a little bit complacent, and they were trying to run some plays, and I think they thought they had the game in the bag, whether they were running plays or not. And Phoenix showed them, you know, no. You know, we're not going to be pushed around. And I mean, they had them pinned down 3-1, you know, series point, and they just could not hold them down.
Yeah.
You know, they are the most resilient team in the game, and they just proved it again right there.
It was super impressive. And again, I always speak to it, the adaptability of GloboChem. They just, under pressure, it's like a switch goes off, and all of a sudden they're next level stuff. They change up everything they do. All the playstyle changes, everything. They adapt, they rotate, they're constantly aware of what's going on. They can read the flow of the battle, and they go with it. You know, they're all over that.
So was the score 4-3 or 5-3 for the first match in Subway? Do you know?
No, it was 4. It was 4.
4-3. Okay, so
yeah.
we had 4-3. We had 3-4, 4-1. 4-3 was the final for those three matches.
Did they get a point? I think it was 4-0 on quarantine. I don't think
they did get 1 point. Yeah, they did. I believe they got a defensive kill out. We can go back and double check, and the teams will report their scores. So this is all just conjecture anyway. So
maximum conjecture. But I gotta say, that was really fun to cast. Like, I love close matches like that where one team is just bringing out stuff you didn't expect. The other team is just, you know, they're on the back foot, and then they get their balance back and push back on. Move onward, if you will.
Yeah, pun intended, right? It's only Friday though. You got to save those for Sunday.
So wow, just great plays, great stuff coming out from both sides. Really.
Yeah, fantastic, man. Thanks for having me. I'm gonna get along with my weekend here. But yeah, that was a great co-cast. Make sure you remember that the league is sponsored by ProTube VR and VR Covers. And make sure that if you are not following the channel, that you are now. Go ahead and follow the same channel, but with a 2 after it as well, because we have 2 channels when there's simultaneous league matches. So you want to make sure that you're following both of them so you don't miss any of the action. Yep. And then if you get a chance, go ahead and check out the YouTube channel as well. There's going to be a little bit of an overhaul going on with the coordination of videos and keeping them on a rotation so that they're readily available for everybody to view.
Yeah, we got some great people working on all this stuff, and I gotta say, like, the team that's building up around the league, really great bunch of guys, all volunteering and doing some amazing work. Props, hats off to them, they're doing fantastic.
Yep, absolutely. So, all right, well, thanks for having me. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Thanks for watching the game. It was a nail biter. I couldn't think of a better way to kick off the weekend than a match like that.
Indeed. You know what? That's just got me pumped for the remainder of the matches for the weekend, and I'm super excited. I gotta say, I even love to see more challenges going up on the ladder and stuff. It's really fun to see. Everyone's really getting into it. The league is thriving. We're all thriving. Let's keep thriving. And yeah, like Sickness said, guys, thank you so much. Sickness, thank you for having me. And thank you all for tuning in to watch tonight's game. Really fun stuff. Definitely watch this space. There's going to be more matches cast over the weekend by our great casting team, Nightfire, Tangled Muffin, Seth Bowden Gaming. All amazing guys, not least to mention Sickness himself. So yeah, stay tuned, folks.
There's going to be an SMC tactical match versus Mob Squad, which would
that's the one SMC are going to lose, right?
That's funny. And it's potentially going to shake up the rankings a little bit if we pull off a win there, and if we lose, then we could potentially slide down a spot. So it's a big game. We've been looking forward to it ever since they have been above us in the leaderboards. Yeah. And so yeah, we are definitely ready to go out there and show them our stuff. We have not played that team yet. And so, yeah, we're excited to see them out on the battlefield. You know, Arsenic, Arsemper, and those guys. It's a team of good players. So make sure you check that out, because Otto and Otto and Thunder Pilot, I believe, will be casting that Sunday night at, I believe it's going to be 8 p.m. EST. So Sunday night, 8 p.m. EST. Make sure you're watching that one.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, then. Cool. Listen, Sickness.
I'm out.
I love you. Everybody else, we love you guys, too. Make sure you follow the Twitch channel. Make sure you follow the Twitter. Make sure you follow the YouTube. It's all up there. I haven't got links, but, you know, you'll find it. And, yeah, stay tuned for more great casts over the weekend. Peace out, guys. I'll play the trailer shortly.
Get into competitive virtual reality gaming? Register and compete for free at VRMasterLeague.com. Join hundreds of community members in the official Discord, where you can find a team, discuss a game, and more. Every week, teams from across the globe play for the chance to participate in the end-of-season championship tournament for prizes from league sponsors, ProTube VR, and VR Cover. Think you got what it takes? Join VR Master League and find out.
Sickness getting dangerously close to objective, though. He is going for the plant.
Operator taking shots. They know he's back by the objective room.
Kino's has no idea Beasley managed to get past him. This is going to be a 3v3 for beginners.
But this is catastrophic for Raphael, right?
Soul defended to the map.
God, look at this.
Kills on him.
He did it! I didn't even see it!
He's getting greedy. Is he gonna get it? He gets it! He gets the knife!
A grenade returning for Sir Al, and Sir Al is down! That's how you throw a grenade.
You hear someone here?
He hears Scooby, he got Scooby. Another one coming,
Gets one,
operator,
gets
he
two.
got operator.